Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are having an amazing day. It is Katie Joy from Without a Crystal Ball, and I have a new shirt that I've made and debuting as I approach 10,000 subscribers. I am like 200 subscribers away. I cannot even believe this. This is literally the wildest rip-roaring trip I've ever been on. This channel was quiet and didn't really have anything on it until March of this year. So to be at 10,000 in only a few short months is absolutely incredible to me. And I want to thank you guys all who are new subscribers, who are old subscribers, who've been with me on the long run, who've been doing all of it. As in honor of all of you that join me every single day, I designed a new shirt that's available in multiple different, there's t-shirts, like 3 different types of women's t-shirts, a men's unisex, there's stickers, there's mugs, there's phone cases, there's all kinds of good stuff. And I'll just blow this up for you. And it says, "Sippin' the daily truth without a crystal ball." So a lot of people will say, oh, you're just a drama channel. I actually don't really think I fall into that category at all. I've always just sort of, in terms of my work with my writing and with this type of stuff, I just kind of think of myself as a commentary person. I talk about trending topics, and sometimes there's tea, sometimes it's, what's related to, I don't even know, cults or stories that are going on in the media. I try not to be any sort of related to or pigeonholed into what's considered a drama channel. And I think sometimes people show up on this channel and they're like, wow, you're such a judgmental little crap face for being a drama channel. And I'm like, well, I'm not really a drama channel, so sorry. I try to have a great variety here. That's my goal. So last night we had my husband joined us. I actually didn't upload the stream. It was only just a live stream. It ended up being 2 hours, you guys. So I have a copy of it. I'm going to edit it down because there was a lot of just dead air in there, and then some kind of ridiculous conversations that we were having. So eventually I will edit that. We took some calls. We answered some of your questions. It was fun. My husband has really been enjoying getting to know you. And it's been actually super fun for us because a lot of times when we're with our kids, or with our son, we just don't spend a lot of time together. And then by the time we go to bed, we're in bed and we're so exhausted that we barely even talk. So doing these streams together has actually been a really fun way for us to connect. So he's like, we need to do these more. And I'm like, yeah, dude, let's do them. So you'll be seeing more of Todd because he is really enjoying these. So, there's an update about that Christian astronaut. Okay, so let's get to Janelle Eason. Okay, so Jenelle is on Twitter or is on social media, and she was getting kind of hammered, left, right, upside down, left, right side up. And as much as I don't like Janelle most of the time, I'm going to have to come out and say that some of the stuff that people are attacking her for today or tomorrow or yesterday, it's super crappy. It's not even I feel it's gotten to a point in some aspects where some people are trolling so hard that they will literally find any single reason to call her a bad mom or, insult her. And I am of the belief that you try to stick with logical things or real stuff, not making up crap for clickbait or for selling stuff. And 2 things are going on right now, and we're going to talk about them. And they both have sort of resulted in her saying that she's deleted her stuff off Twitter. Now, she has an automatic feed on her Twitter that a lot of people that have multiple social media accounts, what happens is she's not going to delete the Twitter, you guys, because she has like 1.6 million people, and that's a lot of people. So there's no reason I don't see her ever getting rid of it. But on Twitch today, she said she deleted the app off of her phone. She's taking a break. But that doesn't mean a lot of people like me, I have my social medias like connected, so things can like post to multiple sites at the same time, so I don't have to be on all of them at the same time. So you'll see stuff, and the clickbait stuff that's posting there, she doesn't always post that. They don't really post them ever at all. So the clickbait stuff is still going up on there, but people are like having a hissy fit about her husband David's business name. So I think we talked about this a couple days ago. David decided that he is going to now run a blacksmith company on Twitch today. Now, if you guys are ever like wanting to know what's going on with her, she does streaming on Twitch where she plays games and answers questions. And today she talked about a lot of stuff on Twitch. I watched the whole stream for you guys, but and this is what's the funny part, is she said that he has been blacksmithing and foraging for like 2 to 3 months. He hasn't sold anything, but he is going to make this into a business, she said. But people are having an uproar because on Instagram, he named his Instagram page Black River Forge. And there is a company in Texas called Black River Forge. There's actually two. There's one called Black River Forge, and there's another one called Black River Forge and Design. So people were immediately like going to this website, seeking out. I'm sure what happened was Janelle, people that don't like Janelle, and there's a lot of people that don't like Janelle, obviously, and there's a lot of very active accounts that are trolling her pretty hard. And you guys, can I just say this with all sincerity? It's okay not to like someone, and it's okay to like want to talk about what they're up to, but I do think that trolling is really inappropriate. I really think that creating accounts to harass people or to wreak havoc on their lives is really unnecessary. I think there's better ways for all of us to engage and interact, and by seeking out ways to create drama for someone, it doesn't really it says a lot more about you if you're doing that than it does about someone like Janelle. Of course, a public figure is putting themselves out there, but at the same time, if you're spending your time and going out of your way to create accounts to like literally harass her, that's actually kind of crappy. I've never been the kind of person that promotes or encourages that kind of behavior, and I would hope that if you're watching me, you're not doing that type of stuff to her. It's just really not necessary. And it's funny because the people that are doing this kind of stuff, one of them, I mentioned yesterday or 2 days ago in a stream that there's all these accounts that have made websites, right? So what they're doing right now is they stole, so she's launching JE Cosmetics. She actually has a launch date now in September. And they basically bought the domain name. So they bought the domain name JE Cosmetics Inc. They also bought the domain name blackriverforage.com. And if you put in blackriverforage.com in your address bar, it goes to JE Cosmetics Inc. They have created, they had at one time multiple Facebook pages. Now, they were in my comments a couple days ago being like, we don't have multiple pages. Yeah, they actually did have multiple pages. And they said, we're not trolls. We're just concerned animal people. It's actually kind of trolling behavior if you're literally taking business names of somebody's business, if you're buying domain names, if you're purposely putting stuff out there with the sole purpose of really harassing and doxing someone. That's not only trolling, but it's illegal. So I really, really, really want to just make sure that if you guys are engaging in this, just quit it. It's not necessary. And there's reasons enough to be frustrated or not like someone, but when you start interfering in their personal lives, that's where I have a problem. Nobody's personal life should ever be interfered with. All right? So let's get started. And this is why I bring this up, is because these people are now trying to find ways to interfere with her life in pretty much any means possible. And so they were able to find a business in there's nothing to expose about these people. That's the thing. Janelle and David are exposed. So these people that think they're exposing them are not really exposing them. To answer your question, Robbie, like, everything that's been out there is out there. You can find anything. There's no reason to expose them further. All of their court cases are public record. All of their criminal charges are public record. You know, you can run a background check on any of them. So technically, none of this is like exposing them isn't really necessary. There's enough press out there about both of them. There's nothing to expose, to be honest. So, I know, I'm sorry. I saw the question, so I just wanted to clarify. It's like there's really nothing to expose here. So what these people now are doing is they have decided that they're going to try to find any company with the same name, with Black River Forage, which they have, okay? So there's a business in Texas, and it's super, super small, you guys. This Facebook page has, let's see. This Facebook page has 24 likes. 24 likes. So, when you're like going out on your, like, out of your way to find any company that has the exact same name, it's crazy to me. So it says, Black River Forage is a small cooperative of craftspeople, artists, and hobbyists in Central Texas, particularly those who specialize in hot metalwork and heavy machinery. Black River Forage is originally formed as a loose amalgamation of artists around 2012 and 2014. We formalized our group by registering as a limited liability corporation in the state of Texas. While we have been undergoing some restructuring for the past couple of years during the rebuilding of our shop facilities and machinery, we have remained active outside of our public facing. David Eason is not currently and never has been a member of our cooperative. He has never had any affiliation with our group in any capacity until August 7th, 2019. We have never even heard of him. Any use of our name, graphics, likeness, or identity is done so entirely without our permission, and we would prefer to avoid pursuing legal action, but we are prepared to do so if necessary. Now, that's their statement. Here's the thing, you guys. I was on the Texas website, Secretary of State. I couldn't find a company that's registered with the Secretary of State under the name Black River Forage. So unless it has a different name, there's not a company or LLC that I could find that was registered. Second, it is not against the law at all to have the same name as another company in a completely different state. The only time you can't have a name that's the same is if you're in the same state. So if David was doing business in the state of North Carolina, he would first have to know that this business in Texas exists. There's 50 states, you guys. You better believe in the 50 states of the United States, there's a ton of businesses that have the exact same name. It's not against any regulations to have the same business name, okay? They live in North Carolina. This company's in Texas. So if you're trolling them to go to a Texas business and tell them they stole your name, no, they didn't steal the name. Because in the state of North Carolina, there's not a single company registered with the name Black River Forage. Period. In the state of Texas, I could not find a single company registered with the name Black River Forage. I checked U.S. patent because, you guys, here's the thing. If you're going to troll and if you're going to harass her, at least do your due diligence and learn freaking patent laws, learn business laws, learn this shit. Because when you go to the patent website, guess what? This company doesn't have any trademarked patents, period. Nothing. So their threats of legal action are bogus. There's nothing to sue. They don't own the name. They don't own the trademark. They don't own anything. They're literally a small company in Texas that happens to do blacksmithing. So I just really get annoyed when people start digging for crap on people that's not even necessary. If they have a trademark, but it has to be through the United States Federal Patent, and all of that is public record. So you can put in a name, you can put in a business name, you can put in a person, like you can search pretty much anything. And you can check by state if there's other patents or trademarks. But just by owning a name, like having, for instance, my company is Without a Crystal Ball LLC, okay? I am based in Minnesota. But if someone lives in California and wants to open a business called Without a Crystal Ball, they can. It's not like I exclusively own that name. And it would be ridiculous for me to like trademark Without a Crystal Ball because literally Without a Crystal Ball is a saying. You don't trademark sayings, right? Like it's like Kim Kardashian like trademarking kimono. Come on, you guys. So you're allowed to, like, state by state, the states dictate business names. So a Texas company and a North Carolina company aren't playing in the same ball field. David's in North Carolina. If he wants to name his company this, he can, because literally there's no other business in the state of North Carolina that, like, have this name. And P.S., Black River isn't that uncommon of a name if you use for anything. And hell, there's probably Black Rivers in multiple states all across the United States. That's the thing, you guys. So now they obviously, I mean, yes, I don't know how you want to, like, it's obviously inconvenient for them, but they're in Texas and that's how business works. And unless they actually want to take the steps to trademark stuff, they can, but I couldn't find any in the system. And Janelle responded by saying the exact same thing. They don't have a trademark, they don't have a patent, they don't have anything. But see, here's the thing is people were going out of their way. This company, nobody cared about this company until people actually went out and sought them out. It's kind of ridiculous. Well, yeah, I have an accent from Minnesota because I'm from Minnesota, guys. All right. So next, on Twitter, all of this sort of got like up in a puff because she said, so Janelle starts responding and she says that David's business name is actually not Black Forage or Black River Forage. And she says that he has his trademarked already, which I literally could not find. Again, she also on Twitch today says that he has an LLC, and he's already done an LLC, but a search on North Carolina's Secretary of State, I could not find a single business or LLC in his name. So unless he's not a registered agent or a official of the business, I couldn't find anything. I also couldn't find anything for Janelle, unless it's a brand new filing and they just haven't updated it yet. But I also could not find any trademarks or patents for them either. So there you go. She said Black River is where David grew up and he was raised in Curry, North Carolina. He hasn't sold any merchandise and doesn't even have an online store yet. Y'all hating just to hate, jumping to conclusions too soon. And then, FYI, I didn't throw my... Okay, then people were freaking out because Janelle posted photos on... And this is the other thing. Tabloids don't help here. So then, yesterday, there was tabloids writing, Janelle is a terrible mom, and she's throwing out her kids' 2 months after their kids come back home from being lost, she's throwing their kids' toys out because she's a terrible mom. She actually took photos of a closet or a corner of a bedroom of toys that likely haven't been played with in a really long time and said she was getting rid of them. Do we not as parents get rid of toys that we don't use or donate? Most of us do. That doesn't make us terrible parents. I feel like sometimes at this point, people are just trying to reach to be like nasty at this point. And I don't even like being like defending her, but this stuff is just ridiculous. So anyways, she said, at this point, she said, bye Twitter. Everyone hates me. Depression sucks and you've got what you wanted. Hope you're happy. Just keep writing about me, but I'm out. David's Instagram account is now down, and that's what's going on here. So there's enough reasons not to like someone. Let's not make things that aren't there. All right, you guys? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'm going to have to edit this stream afterwards because this just ended up being so messy, you guys. But it is what it is. Have a great day. I'll be back in a little while. Bye.